Good evening and welcome to another edition of Good Evening KU. I'm Grayson Geldner.
And I'm Sam Shanzi. So how about the weather this week on campus?
This weather has been pretty gloomy, I'm not going to lie. It's been really tough to get up and go to classes in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you have early classes?
I do. I had two 8 a.m.s this week on Monday and Wednesday. And I'll tell you what, getting up and walking to class, getting your shoes muddied, wearing the raincoat.
Yeah, I know. It's a bummer.
Yeah,
it's tough.
it's
tough
fun.
to get the motivation, especially when we are getting some spring weather, being that it's raining so much. But really wanting that warmer weather to kick in for sure.
Hopefully these April showers bring those May flowers.
Do you know what Mayflowers bring?
Pilgrims.
They do. There you go. Okay, so a majority of the week is bringing some bad weather, but we've also had some new things happening on campus, which is the conceal and carry.
I've seen a lot of protests going on Wesco. I've seen two actually. I don't really have much of an opinion on it, but I think I don't know, it makes me feel a little uneasy, but I don't care too much about it.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any protests happening, but I've definitely seen people broadcasting that on Snapchat or whatever it is. But personally, I feel like it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but again, it is controversial, and
I agree with that.
We'll definitely be seeing some more of that as the summer comes.
For sure.
And speaking of some new things happening, the idea of a McPizza is happening in Ohio and West Virginia. It's still a thing. Yeah. How do you feel about pizza at McDonald's?
I don't think McDonald's should make pizza. I think they said it originated in the late 80s in Canada, and they brought it over to the United States in the late 90s, and I think they discontinued it. But as you said, West Virginia and Ohio still make it. But let's check out the clip on this McDonald's pizza.
I gotta see.
Today is a very special day for Doug Irving. It's his first day.
Hi, honey.
Mom? Dad?
In his first job.
Can I help you?
And for the first time ever, he'll make dinner for his family. A meat extravaganza pizza, topped with pepperoni, seasoned beef, sausage, bacon, and cheese.
Mom, I'll do that.
Oh, I know you.
The meat extravaganza pizza, November's taste of the month, only at McDonald's.
Well, there are certainly some things McDonald's can't do, and I really think they should probably just cut it, because I'm not going to buy a piece of pizza from McDonald's.
I don't think I would either. I think I'm going to choose, in Lawrence, I'm probably going to go to Minsky's over McDonald's.
Yes, good call. And speaking of food, we actually do have a poll on Twitter asking what is your favorite place to get some food in Lawrence. So please send in your votes.
Hey.
We'll be right back with an interview.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. As some of you may know, this weekend KU will host the big event, a full day of service in the Lawrence community. We have here today with us Ariel Kinnear, who is the big event director of development. So Ariel, can you tell me a little bit about what the big event is?
Yeah, the big event is KU's largest day of community service. So every year we strive to recruit about 3,000 students in about 300 job sites, so like homeowners or businesses in the area that need some help. So we're not needs-based, but we usually end up helping a lot of people that can't do this work by themselves without us. So we do a lot of things like yard work, raking, pulling weeds, or even like Windexing someone's windows, dusting, things like that. So it's basically just the largest day of community service, and it's our way of thanking the community for housing the university for all these years.
Awesome. I think we actually have a video that can also explain a little bit more. I think we have that.
we do the mini big event every year. So it's just kind of a smaller scale of the big event. We recruit probably 30 homeowners, job sites, and 300 volunteers. So this is just highlighting some of the things we did in the fall. A lot of the things I talked about, like yard work. We helped a lot of businesses in the fall too, which was fun, like schools, churches, and things like that. I think this year we had like 296 volunteers at mini big event. And that's a clip from big event. We usually have Big J there, and it's kind of just a fun pep rally before everyone goes out and helps the community.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
You guys are back on.
So how long does planning for this big event take?
Yeah, so we plan a year out. We'll pick directors for next year right after the event happens, and they start planning for that event basically the day they're picked. So it takes about a year, and we throw in that mini big event, so that takes a little bit of planning too, but we plan for the big event from the day that it ends.
Yeah, wow.
So
awesome. So what events do you have like for this year? Like obviously you said like Big J will be there or has been there in the past. Are you doing similar things like that?
Yeah, so hopefully Big J will be there this year, and we also have like food. I think we're gonna have a photo booth kind of fun thing set up, and we also have giveaways that we've gotten donated. So I think this year we have a $50 Dillon's gift card, some gift card to a gymnasium downtown, just like fun things like that, so you can enter to win those if you come. Yeah.
Awesome, cool. So is it too late for students to get involved, and how can they get involved?
Yeah, so it's not too late. You can still come on the day of April 8th in lot 90 at 9 a.m. and there will be a sign that says walk-ins, and this is something we haven't done in the past. So we're gonna have people come, and if you haven't signed up, you just go to that and you can sign up right then and there. So.
Sweet. All right, well thank you for sitting down with us today and telling us about the big event.
Yep.
Make sure you guys can, if you can, go to it.
Definitely.
And stay with us, and next we'll be back with your Good Evening KU News Update.
Welcome back. I'm Ellie English.
And I'm Mackie. This is your Good Evening KU News Update. July 2017 means guns on campus here at KU, but many students and faculty are still not on board with the change. Yesterday, a group of protesters took to Wesco Beach to voice their opinions with signs and chants. According to a recent university poll, over 85% of those surveyed said that they did not feel comfortable bringing guns to campus.
The Lawrence PD put out this message today confirming another 2 armed robberies in Lawrence last night. The first at 6th and Florida, where a man was sent to the hospital after he was injured during the exchange. An arrest in that case being made within the hour according to their Twitter. Another at Wingstop Restaurant on Louisiana Street. Police say they do not believe these robberies are related to each other or the robbery that took place at the subway earlier in this week.
Pepsi has pulled its most recent TV commercial today featuring model Kendall Jenner after it sparked outrage. The ad, which featured images of protests, showed Jenner offering a police officer a Pepsi, which many consumers felt distasteful in the current political climate. It even had Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter tweet this photo of her father, saying, quote, "If only Daddy would have known about the power of Pepsi." The company has since apologized for the ad.
Elon Musk has now steered past Henry Ford in the minds of inventors. Tesla has now taken over Ford Motor Company in market value and is now estimated at nearly $49 billion. Tesla is the first electric automaker to be valued as highly as this. It was Mr. Musk's vision he highlighted in February when he removed the word motors from Tesla's official name.
President Trump has called North Korea a big problem due to international threats posed with missiles. The Trump administration has taken an increasingly aggressive public position on North Korea recently. President Trump will be meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping this week to discuss these central issues. Thanks for watching your news update. Stick with us and we'll be right back with the weekly weather.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
the weather out there today?
It's pretty good. It just got windy all of a sudden, but it's blue skies. It's clearing up. It's not raining, which is nice. It's kind of chilly, so I'd suggest wearing a coat and pants. It's not short season yet, but other than that, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, and if you were going to dinner tonight, what would you say would be the right attire to stay warm?
I would say probably jeans, a nice shirt, coat, and some closed-toed shoes.
Yeah. Well, right now it is 56 degrees out there, but we do have wind gusts up to 24 miles per hour coming from the northwest. And then as we go into the overnight hours, we will go down to about 46 degrees at 10 p.m., but the winds will stay, they'll go down quite a bit. They'll go down to 14 miles per hour. And as we go into tomorrow, it'll be a chilly start at 7 a.m. at 40 degrees, but as we go into the afternoon, we'll hit a high 50s, and it'll be a nice day tomorrow because there'll be more sunshine, you'll feel more warmth. I don't think you'll actually need a jacket at all tomorrow. This weekend will actually be pretty nice. We'll get into the mid to high 70s, and it'll be quite mild. It'll actually feel like spring. And that's all I have for us today, and we'll be back with a Twitter poll when we return.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. The Twitter results are in.
And it looks like American Burgers won. And
They did.
I totally agree. That's what I voted for too.
I have not had any burgers here in Lawrence, but I will take the voters' word for it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your evening.